Right. So we are talking about the Geopomona deal, this recent one, where we saw Emerson Mnangagwa and members of his government visiting Geopomona site, where we are being told, and we are being told that there is an agreement that has been reached with the city of Harare to ensure that we deal with the issue of waste in Harare. And this is being seen as a flagship deal that will eventually ensure the whole of Zimbabwe would fall under the same sort of arrangement in different municipalities for waste management, which is a good thing, because over the years waste management has been problematic in Zimbabwe. A number of times we've seen rubbish being all over, dump sites mushrooming different areas, Mbare, Glenview, Kwadzana, Mpakosi, wherever you can think of. And but there are issues that have been raised with the current deal, which critics have argued that it is a looting scheme. What is being done is not above board, and the monies that are involved here, it's monies that are just benefiting the individuals who are behind the Geopomona thing, at the expense of the ratepayers and at the expense of proper service delivery when it comes to waste management. So I gave an introduction which is informed by a research that I did, which started from how this came into existence and where we are now. So Kwatavogu, I had Tezora Champion, you were making a presentation. So if I can allow you to continue with your presentation, and then I'll also invite others to join in and make contribution to the topic. So over to you, Tezwara.
Thank you, Mkwasha. Aiwa, zvinoitika space inodona, but inenge ichidona sometimes nokuti pamwe pane vanenge vasingadi kuti nyaya iyi inyatsokubuda ibudikire, vanhu vanyatsokunzwa kuti zvofamba sei, because like what I've said to say, in 2021 Alan Markham has since taken Harare City Council to court over the deal with the Gigionic BV. So here is something that I want people to understand, to say, all right, look, for this contract to be accepted, remember what happened. There were recalls in 2020, and those recalls, they were strategic in the sense that they knew what was in the pipeline, right? And also go back to the recalls of 2020, 2023. They were also strategic in the sense that, right? People like Ian Makon and so forth, maybe they would bring questions more to say, what is this project? What's going on? Who are the owners and everything? Like what I've said, to say, if you go back to the presentation of this, it was written cabinet status. So no one should be able to discuss about it more because it has been approved by the cabinet. So it is only for the council to vote and accept it. There is no issue of asking questions to say who is who, declaration of a direct personal interest and so forth. All those things were not supposed to be done. Right? Now, for someone who may be saying, no, but Maricos at 2023, they were not strategic. They were strategic because kumashure uku handitika pakamboita rinonyenga rinowarara rozosimudza musoro rawana. Pane rimwe rakanga richinyenga rakazosumudza musoro rawana, because iye zvine zvinozwa kuti handichinei nazvo, ndo meya vatinavo. I know kuti vazhinji havadi kuvaexposa, but regai tivaexpose sezvavari kuti meya vari kuti inini as long ndadya ndikaguta, izvo zvenyu izvo zvava zvenyu, tozoonana mberi ikoko. Ndo zviripo, because riko ichiitwa ya2023 yanga itori nemunhu wayakananga kuti aite meya, and munhu wayanga yakananga kuti aite meya was only Jacob. The rest were not going to get it. Why? Because there was this Pomona deal that was outstanding to the regime. Whether you like it or you don't like it, I'm not here to beg anybody to believe me, but I'm here to tell the citizens of Zimbabwe what they should know and how they should know it. Right? Because if you would go back to the background of the study or background of the topic, you would find that this company was awarded while it did not even have the experience that is needed, right? So you would ask your question to say, okay, how did it get the tender? And I still remember last week, Nongpasha Wangu, we talked about insider trading in terms of these tenders, and someone was arguing here, right? That one night, someone was arguing and saying, no, there's nothing like that. I am bringing this again to you, Mpasha, to know it again, to say, here is another insider trading that is happening. Kuti indaone isanangire rako, tender rako, chari approver. Muchari approver seonza, iwo siyana nazo, isu chari approver chet. That's what is happening in Zimbabwe right now. If you look at all these other contracts that you see, anenga akatogadzirwa, designed in a way so that they know kuti iri tender redu iyi pane kickback yedu yatichawana apa, kana munhu wakadai apinda, kana kuti aiwa uyu ndewe kwedu ngaapinde, right? So there is no another. If I was not privy more to this deal, I would not even have spoken about it. But I once presented this as a Scandalous Wednesday, of which, if I had enough time and if I had like preparation for this, I would even go back to some of my notes about this whole contract, so that I would outline step by step, so that each and everyone would understand it better. Because this deal is just a looting, not a looting scheme, but a looting tool. Because this is an experiment that is going to be used to different municipalities across the country. Right? Because, you know, if you go back to the municipality financial management, right, the executive team, the mayor and other people who are the executive or accounting authority of this, they are supposed to be the one deciding, including the audit committee, to approve this. But you would be surprised to find that in Harare City Council, the audit committee haitorina basa rokuapprove anything. Because even right now, if you go back as well, pane dzimwe nyaya dzatine chimbotaura, unowana kuti that enterprise resource planning, which is a module, which is a software that should be used, that is integrated to cover every facet from payroll, employment practices and everything, haitoriko. Kune chimwe chisoftware chigwegwegwe chinotoriko chavanoshandisa. Saka the reason why they don't want to use all those things is because it will be easy to track everything that is happening. But this is what is happening. So if you could go as well, Kuma, what we can say the salient features of the contract. Handisi murungu wangu guys, saka musazonyanya kuda kutevera kuti aiwa denota chirungu chacho chanyatso kubira netoni yomurungu, aiwa ina handisi murungu, ndiri mwana womutema. Alright, the key components of this BOOT agreement, therefore this project are as follows, right? An encapsulation of the existing landfill, internal infrastructure works, utility roads and drainage, construction of a new landfill, construction of waste water treatment plant, construction of biogas plant, construction of recycling plant, construction of waste to energy plant, construction of recreational area within the landfill, management of the entire waste treatment area. The project completely transform, right? Inofanira to transform the Pomona dumping site to the urban modern waste, but I don't know whether that has happened or not. All right, those are some of the salient features that are there that way, because here it says GeoPomona Waste Management Private Limited is a special purpose vehicle carrying out the project following fulfilling the conditions precedent to terms of the contract. The Pomona dumping site was officially handed over to the city of Harare by the city of Harare to GeoPomona on 28 February 2022. All right, that's what I have for you guys for now. Anything else? I can only put the comment that was given there where it says the project came under heavy criticism from opposition citizen coalitions for change, a CCC led by Nelson Chamisa, which described the deal as bad for Harare. That was the only commentary that was there. Thank you so much.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, for that. Mkoma Cleopas, how are you? Cleopas. Wuta Baro and Wuta Barola. Cleopas Uribera. Okay, let me go to Dumisan. Dumisan, how are you? Dumisani? Come on, guys. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, how are you doing? There's a sound, that is coming.
Shit.
All right, Mpasha, I have got another one from which was written by Kukuri Gorigo, 26 May 2022. Shamefully imposed the Harare West Energy deal condemned by residents. It says Harare, 344 million waste to energy contract awarded to a company linked to President Emerson Mnangagwa's family was shamefully imposed on Harare. And this is the one that is talking about what I was talking about, right? The Harare Residents Association and Transparency International said on Tuesday, the contract pushed through after Harare Mayor Jacob Mafume was suspended by local government minister July Moyo. Several opposition councillors were recalled. He has been challenged in court. A 30-year contract for Pomona Waste Dam was awarded to Gigionic BV, a company registered in Netherlands without public consultation or public tendering, right? The High Court has been told that the contract was designed to fail as it imposed obligation on the city of Harare to deliver set quantities of waste. If it is to fail, the contract can be cancelled or the city will be forced to pay 3.5 million for the breach of the contract, which is a penalty fee. All right. under the banner of Harare Metropolitan Residents Forum, the Harare Residents Association and Transparent International Zimbabwe argued that the memorandum of agreement between City of Harare and the Gigionic BV rigged of bad faith and was intended to benefit politically connected elites. Gigionic BV is fronted by Delight Ngwaya, a business partner of President Mnangagwa's twin son Collins and Sean. Reports says Sean and Ngwaya traveled to Albania to negotiate a contract with the Gigionic BV, beneficial owner Mireo Meritiri, who faces corruption allegation in his own country involving the incinerator contract. The scandal has been dubbed Westgate by media. We the representative of the Residents Association and Civil Society Organization advocate for good local governance, transparency, accountability, climate and debt justice, condemn and reject the imposed shameful Pomona West energy project on the residents and ratepayers of Harare, the metropolitan at large, the residents and TIZ, which is Transparent International Zimbabwe, said in a statement. In our view, the contents of the memorandum of agreement signed between the City of Harare and the Gigionic BV for 344 million Pomona West to energy is a pure scandal and a burden to the city meant to serve the best interests of politically connected elites at the expense of the residents of Harare. We reiterate that this scandal is well-crafted and cunning plan designed to siphon resources and strip assets from already cash-strapped and financially distressed local authority, meaning Harare. The forum spokesperson, Marvelous Kumalo, said, while we welcome innovation aimed at solving our waste management challenges, this must follow due process and be premised on the tenets of good governance, which are citizen participation, transparency, and accountability. Harare, which previously dumped the waste for free, must now pay Gigionic BV to receive it after the city signed over its Pomona dumping site to the company. The city will pay Gigionic BV $40 per ton delivered. The stipulated daily delivery is at least 550 tons or a minimum of 200,750 tons per year, translating to 8.3 or 830 million for Gigionic BV in the first year. The agreement should Harare fail to meet the minimum, the city will be still invoiced as though it made the deliveries to meet the minimum annual guaranteed waste. Harare North MP Alan Nomeni Markham is leading a legal effort to have the contract cancelled. This is from Zimbabwean CO UK. Thank you so much.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Right. Can I go to Blake Hammer? Blake Hammer, how are you doing? Welcome back.
Yes, Mkuma. Thank you. Dandine Mbunzo is just a silly question. What can we do to stop all of this? Because the way vakomana yayo vacho pavakuenda nemarovera vakuita vakurovera kuodzi. What can we do as the citizens of Zimbabwe to try to stop this kuti zvisaenderere mberi? Thank you.
Yeah, I think that is quite an important question that needs to be answered. Because on one hand, if you're looking at what is being alleged to Kuti Mayor Mafume has done, one can argue Kuti he simply said, if you can't beat them, then join them. That can be, one argument. If you can't beat them, join them. The tragedy that we have had in Zimbabwe up to now, which is a pity really. I don't know whether this is due to a lack of strategies or mechanisms which can be used to challenge ZANU-PF, or whether that mechanism has never existed at all. It's something that I've always tried to grapple with and try to understand when it comes to the politics of Zimbabwe, because all this is down to politics. All this is down to a culture that has been created in Zimbabwe that is sustaining the status quo, and that is making whatever it is that is happening to happen. Is it Kuti we lack capable individuals on the opposite aisle who can come in and do whatever it is that needs to be done to make sure that such things do not happen? Because the role of the opposition is to offer checks and balances and to take it to the government to make sure that the government does not do Zinu just because it just wants to do things. Somebody was saying, Kuti, if you are looking at this Geopomona deal, how it came to be and where it is, right now, you would find, Kuti, much of the resistance or much of the information that was put out there was on the issue of the money. To say, good, this money, but people have never been educated or conscientized enough for them to understand these processes, begin to critically query them, and take the queries to the relevant authorities that are supposed to be approached for an audience. As a result, just because people don't really know what they are supposed to do. Are you sure about that? Because yeah, that is the problem at Zimbabwe. Without knowing what we train is when Saka, at the end of the day, when you're looking at such arguments, Mukoma, Kupa a certain level of understanding and thinking what is when you have to sure Saka, what is really going on with us, as a people? But when you see what is wrong and it. Do you understand what is wrong, Pakati? What needs to be done to rectify, this thing, etc. Because I want what it is that needs to be done to rectify no problem because that is here to our people are not conscientized enough for them, to challenge. Whenever you're challenging something, you are challenging it at a superficial level, or you are challenging it at this level. You have not drilled down deeper to bring out a coherent argument. They are walk to whatever it is that is going on. And then I tried to understand it from the beginning. Thanks to the that the additional information, because I remember in I once interviewed Rusty Makam on that issue. Interview but I actually interviewed him because of the court challenge that he had mounted. But when you're looking at kuti ruzhinji rudhende rwese rwevana veZimbabwe kana vevana veMarare mared players acho vari kunzwisisa here zvinhu zviri kuitika? Are they understanding some of these things that are going on? That is where now it becomes problematic. Kuti the very right constituents that is supposed to be challenging these things, they are not challenging these things. Maybe as a result of lack of information or not being conscientized enough about their rights, about everything. Because when you are a ratepayer,
Mukwasha ndoda kukuanza hangu pa question yoruzama kuanza. Here is the catch, right? I want you to understand the catch. The regime is very, very strategic. Why I'm saying it's very, very strategic? In 2018, when the regime saw that people were protesting in Harare, what did they do? Because they understand that Harare is a constituency that can do and even inform or even inspire the nation. So what did they do? They shot people with live bullets. That activity on its own, it's a lesson, it's a learning curve for everyone. But if you would go back as well before those elections happened in 2018, Josiah Ungwe once said at a rally that if Mnangagwa is not going to win, he is going to shoot to power. I know that.
Ndokumbira 3 minutes kandi ndakudona hangu
Okay.
3 minutes. Inini zvekutaurwa namukoma ndizvo. Ati the issue iripo, one thing chandakanotice Zimbabweans, both Zimbabweans, ordinary Zimbabweans and high profile Zimbabweans. Tine one issue atinayo in common. We are all corrupt. Tese tikufunga kuti dai changu chaita. Ngokwenda kutora license kuZimbabwe. VID inoda $50. Driving squad chakudza kuti VID uda 70. Ngokwenda kuzvitupu, ngokuma-passport, ngokuma-birth certificate, go anywhere in Zimbabwe pese paya panoitwa corruption. Munhu arikuda kuisa zino rake. So that's why you find out kuti when we say, guys, let's fight this thing kuti chipere. Ango vari kuenda nekuseri kuti vanoona kuti Black amari kuronga zvakati hachitichina ngoti ndikokusiyisai. Ango vari kuenda nekuseri vachinotsvaga zino. That's how good maZimbabweans tiri. Tarisa mazuva akauya, not maZimbabweans are local, even are abroad. Inetsa zvemikosi vanhu vachiuya kuUK. What happened? Angowaiwana kosi woti muning'ina kune kosi riri kunoko nderemara. Angovaisa zino. Saka kuti kusvika tabva tabuda muthat mentality as maZimbabweans takutanga kufunga for the future generations, for people. Ndopachatanga kubatsirikana. Because look kuma-representatives atakaisa muparliament. Do you think Gaston Mateo achava bothered nekuti chakuti? No, it's good. Apiwa zimota rake, apiwa ziland rake. Do you think whatever? And it must when they called kuti vanhu ngaresign in parliament everything. Do imwe yanga iri best movie yekuti dai ma-MPs sakarizana nemakansela esakarizana mopa ZANU-PF yanyo kuti oi. It was going to be the best movie yanga ichakonzeresa problem neZANU-PF because havana vanhu vanosanitize zvinhu zvavo. Saka tikatanga tachinja isusu maZimbabwe nacho kuti munhu wese pana munhu wese ada kudya, munhu wese ari kukumbira bota kuna Peppa Pig, munhu wese ari kuita sei. Guys, kuna kwatinoenda, kuna munhu wese ada kukwana kuti handinge ndiri shamwari yaPeppa Pig kana kuti munin'ina waPeppa Pig kuti adyiwe. vangani vanhu vakaramba mota dzapepa big 2 mupfumo unashadai ndo vakaramba but the rest vamwe vatokumbira kutoita sei kutoshaya kuti voita sei. Saka tikachinja mentality tinoziva kuti zvinhu zvakaoma zvinhu zvakaita sei but tikasachinja mentality yekuti ndoda kunzi ndiri close nauncle Gerard because ndichazoda kubenefita something. Tife takaita unit eZimbabweans tinongosaidzira kuti ningi enda kana zvazoshata ungoti takakudza taakutwitter taapa X taakudii. That's the only thing yatinacho kuti hatisi kuda kuva hands-on tibatsirane tite unit tite mushandira pamwe which is working very well for ZANU-PF. Thank you.
Right. Okay, thank you very much Mukoma. Right, pesa izvenye, and then I want to bring in then Masada Taura. I'm Mukoma Munhu, Clopas are men who are with us. But then Munhu, you know, you come through. Right, at the Zara Ningiga, go ahead.
All right. I'm ready. I'm not Joe.
All right,
I'm ready.
All right. I'll give you the opportunity.
All right. Mpasha. Unaona the entrenchment of elitism or Veneism. Veneism haina kutanga nasi. I still remember kuti by 1990s hataiva zvisukuru hataiva zvikoma zvitoko ma 1990s but chokwadi chiripo muri kuziva here kuti there was a period in time pavaisa ma district extension officers avo vanhu ava nema district officers education system avo vanhu ava handiti what was their aim. Saka there is a culture that has been inculcated in us for a long period of time and some of us tiri kutoibvira tiri kuibvumira kana takatoibvumira how takaibvumira because vamwe vedu we associate with them not by design but by the way of how we do things. Muri kuziva here kuti izvozvi tiri mudiaspora kudai kune vanhu vaitosponzwa neZANU-PF kuuya kudiaspora kuti vazojoinana nemi vazokunyaradzai nguva yavanenge vava kuita zvinhu zvavo vanokunyaradzai imobva mati hongu tiri kunyarara iripo. Saka ZANU-PF zvainoita ndozvokuti imimi kana kuti isusu tiri kuibvumira. How do we bvumira it? Izvozvi pakanzi passport uchamhanya iwe kuti unoziva handingakwanisi kuti ndigare mudiaspora ndisina. Wadi kuti tirase passport todzokera kuZimbabwe todzinganisana nembavha. Hapana unoda. Unomboziva here kuti ipo panapa I want to tell you this for the lifetime yako kuti vanhu chaivo vari muZANU-PF pano paX pano vanogona kuva 3 vanonzikamwa neZANU-PF. Vazhinji vese munoona vachiti nyuyenye kujoina kuti vararame. Mavanziza vamwe vanoda kuti vanda because vanenge vakadhamaridza vanhu.
Right.
Kune vanhu vakadhamaridza vanhu, kune vanhu vakadhamaridza ma-COS. Izvozvi ndichitaura kudai kune vakadhamaridza ma-COS. Kune vakatonge vachibva Joni vakanga vachinyepera vanhu vachiti aiwa kana ndikaenda Joni ndondokuvigira DVD handiti vachitorera vanhu mari vachidya. In the end vanhu ivava vanodzoka vava kuZANU-PF vakuda protection. Do you get me? This is how this system is operating. Tine vanhu vanoda kuitwa mbato kwete kuti vanofoseredzwa kuitwa mbato, vanoda kutovolondia kuti indakaba indakauraya indakaita chii ndikajoina ZANU-PF zvangu zvinondiitira. Vana japa zvakavakonera nokuda kuti chi zvanga zvisiri to the core yevanhu vacho. But to be honest with you, dena anga ari munhu wavo vanoda kushandiswa, vaida kuti vamushandise, vaidai vasina kumusunga. Izvezvi tina vamwe baba kana kuti vamwe vaimbova mumiriri weparamendi vakanyatso kudhonyora mwana, vapedza kudhonyora mwana kanzi ngavambodzokera. Why? Because vanoda kuvashandisa. Saka isu tinofanira kutanga kuva clean first isu vanhu. Ndokuti tigogona kuita fight this system. If we don't get clean ourselves, we don't have zvipomerwa ourselves, we are not going to go anywhere because tarisa kuti iwo unoda kudzingasana neZANU-PF but musi wakarepa chimwana vakakubudisa mujere vakati shamwari isu kana takuzoda kuti iwo utimirire paya takuda kuzoti utinyaradzire vanhu vanenge vakunetsa iwo unofanira kunyaradza ukatadza kunyaradza tokudzosera mujere. Choose between kunyaradza or jere, unochuza chipi? Kunyaradza, right? Saka this is what is happening each and every time. Iwewe kana usina kuchena hakuna kunoendwa nokuti paunongonotanga kuti ZANU onzai wasumudza unoda kusumudza dombo patiri iwewe wakasumudzirwa dombo nani wakutotanga kutoti gongongo kutiza kuti regai ndinyarare ndinogona kupedzera ndakutodzinganiswa kana kuti ndogona kupedzera ndakutodzokera mujere. Saka nyaya iripo ndeyekuti mwana weZimbabwe kana wakuda kuti uhwine nyika, be clean yourself first. Make sure there is no free in terms of my extension, because once you have got entanglement with them you will not get out, because vanotoziva vamwe vanenge vaitoziva neintention yako yamangwana kuti idzi dzoda kuzoita MP but munoziva here kuti dzichida kuita MP dziri kuda kuita zvakati. Makanzwa nyaya yakataurwa panapa yomumwe wakaenda kuUK wakaenda kuAmerica akati tapromiswa mari this and that, yakataurwa pano haina kutaurwa naChampion, yakataurwa pano ende munhu wacho indomuziva kuti ndinhingi asi handimudomi nezita, asi wakaenda kuAmerica akandonotamba neEyes akataura kuti wapromiswa mari ma$200,000 US. Ndinomuziva zvokuti cherei akada kuti zvanzi bai uya izvezvi nesubstantiated nanikire V11 ndomuratidza 17 articles dzake dziripo pachena dzokuti izvozvi ukaenda paTwitter yako kanotarisa nguva yakainda yanga iri nguva yana February March, kana uchida inda unotarisa timeline yake unowana iripo. Akaenda akapromisiwa ende munhu yeye izvozvizvi he is more entangled in ZANU-PF than anything else. Vaitomwa doro nguva yemaelection iwaya, isu tichita maelection chiri unganidza mari tichita sechi tichibhadhara ma-polling stations, ivo vaitomwa doro vese vaita guys haiwa yaiti toita zvinhu zvedu. Saka ivavo vanhu ndo vanhu vanotitadzisa kuinda mberi, because kana ukaisa vanhu vasiri clean havakwanisi kundotaura chokwadi vamberi uko nokuti vanenge vakuhla kuti ndikataura chokwadi changu chichadliwavo kana changu chichabudiswawo. Handiti right now kana uchida kudzidza, nokuti vanhu hatidi kudzidza, kana uchida kudzidza tarisa ya Trump naElon kuti uyu ari kunzi iwewe maita basa rokutonyora vana, right? Because vanhu vazhinji vapoliticians mazhinji okuZimbabwe vanoda mvumvira, vanoda bupfumo, ende mubupfumo havabvi. Kungoita MP kuda wakutonyenga handava MP, kungoita chikwanza iwe kana pari padoro tonza aiwa ndava MP ndokubhadharirai mose mari yedoro mose. Wodi vapedza kudaro wodiwa namabhebhi, vapiwa namabhebhi vozvarisa vana pamwe vandiwa nezvimwe zvana zviri zvidiki ma16 years, right? Saka ndo zviripo. If you want to fight ZANU-PF from now, be clean and make sure that you are clean to the core. Don't just be clean today and tomorrow you are not clean. Be consistent. Thank you.
Right, okay, thank you very much. Cleopas, do you want to come in now? Cleopas.